just want better for y'all.
I don't think enough people are saying this shit.
These are just our ideas.
Maybe we should all be a little bit more self-aware and a little bit less delusional.
What do we know?
What the fuck could we possibly know?
Hey, look, get your shit together.
But let me stay focused.
All right, and welcome back to the They Should Have Never Gave You Niggas Microphones. I'm Lolo.
Bitch, hot Shae.
And this is Let Me Stay Focused podcast. Woo! I was going to say AKA. I always get something on my fucking shirt. My pockets won't close or my eyes are red because I got my lashes done. AKA struggle bus, probably.
I'm always getting shit on my clothes, too. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, I'm too old for that shit, but it still happens.
Yeah, there's no escaping it. I don't know how Lisa Ray does it.
She still only wear white?
Yeah, unless she got a role.
Damn.
Her and Jay Lamina from Bad Girls Club.
She's fucking disciplined as hell. She been doing that shit for years. You would think she would switch it up and be like, oh, I only wear blue this year. But like...
They say something about it makes them feel good.
Godly. I get it. I mean, wearing all white, it does feel good, but there's no way.
Not to me, but one man's, I would never fucking do that, is another man's, that's all I do. What's an honorable mention?
Oh, yeah, I do have honorable.
I'm so glad it's not me this time.
So this week's honorable mention is Erica Campbell's daughter.
Who?
Zaya Campbell.
Erica Campbell.
She's from Mary.
Oh, I love God. You don't love God. What's wrong with you? Okay.
I love God. You don't love God?
When people do stuff that's clearly trying to relate to the youth, but it's not relating at all, that's like some of my favorite shit. It gives me like Undercover Cop with the backwards cap.
Well, if you love that, Tina actually has, I think her name's Tina, right? The other member?
Which one was getting cheated on real bad on the show?
Erica.
Oh, damn. I don't know the other one's name now.
I think Tina is the one. The other one. She got a new song out that's like giving that what you just described.
Or like Smokey Robinson.
Yeah.
The gang bang and smoking that door.
Yeah, very much.
Giving up hope.
Very much so giving that.
I love that. For me. For them, it's terrible marketing. It's probably not going to go the way they say. Okay. Or go Gina.
But yeah, so her daughter has a viral TikTok sound going around right now. Can you guess what it is?
Is it the one that's like the lady's preaching and she's like, you niggas there? I mean, you people.
No.
Do you know what I'm talking about though?
No.
She like catches it. She's like, you niggas. She goes to say you niggas preaching? Again. Yeah, she was like, you niggas. I mean, you people.
And I feel her though, cause y'all niggas be.
What is it?
I'm gonna play it.
Yes.
I had the most amazing.
Okay, TikTok.
Definitely a quartet singer. You sound great.
Can I bring it now?
No.
Nationwide.
You never heard that?
No.
What? You haven't been seeing people post their nationwide shit?
No.
Yeah.
How old is the baby?
Well, she's older now. She was younger in that clip. Probably like 5 or 6 in that clip. But she's much older now. But she actually can sing. I mean, obviously you can hear it in that clip, but
yeah, like fucking Patti LaBelle at 5.
But yeah, her daughter, her name is Zaya. That clip is basically like being used. That sound is being used on a lot of like different TikToks and shit now. And I just think it's so cute because it's like, girl, she really was like, she really did break this shit down. Like, I don't know the terminology for, what kind of singer that is. I think Erica Campbell said a quartet. I don't even know what that means.
It's when 4 people sing.
Oh, well, I don't know what the fuck she was talking about, but um, I've been singing that shit like all day yesterday, so.
Nationwide.
He's on your side.
I mean, they should call her up and pay her for real.
They definitely need to, cause actually somebody else had did like a choir had did like a little girl group.
Dang, I can't find the pastor.
Wait, what pastor? Oh, the
That
one you
said,
talking
you
about?
niggas, you niggas. I don't know.
I'm about to play
Damn.
the oh, the one it's on Instagram, I think.
And it's her again, or it's just the quartet of the girls?
The girls.
Nationwide is on your side.
That's what they look like.
Oh, yeah, they killed that.
But yeah, so if y'all haven't heard of that sound, go check it out on TikTok.
I'm going to have to find the niggas lady and get back to you. Oh, no, wait. Is this it? Hold on, let's see. Every time I TikTok opens, it's Beyonce first.
Yes, Beyonce be all over my Twitter.
I feel like she let's see.
Because they done did this to me and they done did that. You got some folk that don't have no oil on them, and you got to fool with them kind of folk, you know. You got to fool with niggas. I mean, nigga people.
She meant what she said.
But it's the way she tries to
Kind
take
of folk, you know.
She tries to
You
take
got
it
to
back.
fool with niggas. I mean, nigga people. Oh, Lord.
Got fool these niggas out here.
They'll blame everything on the pastor and the first lady. But won't look.
The congregation was cracking the fuck up.
Yeah, because these niggas, everybody knows what she meant.
You got to deal with niggas.
People.
Either way, speaking of niggas we have to fool with, I have Hot Tip of the Week. I have Hachikosela Muchimba.
Who?
Hachikosela Muchimba. A former U.S. Postal Service worker has been charged with stealing checks from the mail.
Damn.
A scheme that netted him nearly $1.7 million over the course of 18 months.
Wow.
Now you may be asking yourself, Lo, why isn't this person being added to the wall with Michaela Small and the other folks who robbed their job?
The Hall of Fame of scammers.
Because he didn't rob the Postal Service.
He robbed people.
He robbed people.
Yeah. When we always say, do what you gonna do with these corporations, but
But don't steal from people.
Yeah.
And you stole $1.7 million worth of people checks in the Washington, D.C. area. I hope they find you.
That's crazy. 1.7 million.
He was employed for 2 years.
Damn.
He was stealing checks for 18 months.
He ran that shit up. He didn't give him no fucks.
He didn't even wait to really get on the job.
He didn't give no fucks. And then he got caught. How did he get caught?
The FBI, I believe, was like, I think this nigga stealing checks.
That's fucking crazy. Yeah, because how come every check on your route go missing?
He was changing the names and putting them in the ATM machines.
Wait. He was changing the names on the checks?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Let's see. He started in 2020, and he was accused of depositing checks from the mail into his own bank account between October 2021 and March 2023. He had been working at the branch. He was placed on off-duty status in March following the launch of a federal investigation, and includes removal of the payee's name from the checks, after which he would instead write his own name. Many of the checks were U.S. Treasury checks, and the complaint said that he was spotted on bank surveillance cameras taking the money out of ATMs.
How stupid can you fucking be?
And that's why he wasn't smart enough to go on our Hall of Fame.
Yeah, because was he Asian?
I don't know. They don't show his picture.
I only asked because of the name.
Yeah. I'm hoping he's Asian and not continental African.
That's crazy. It's like, damn, he really came up, but you really like...
He came up off other people, other working class people, in theory.
And then you didn't even do it good.
We're not fans, bud.
Well, sorry to that man. Or not sorry to that man.
I'm sorry to them people, but I hope that they put stop payments on the checks and realize that it wasn't deposited into an account that belongs to the person they mailed the check to.
And they probably started the investigation early too, because you said they were mostly U.S. Treasury checks. So when somebody report, I didn't get my money or I didn't get that check, they're looking into why that check didn't get.
And the check is cashed.
Yeah.
At an ATM somewhere you don't even fucking live.
And you can change the payee. They still have like the numbers on the fucking check, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Track it.
Fucking pathetic, dude. Get a better scheme.
Girl, you tried it.
You going to jail.
You're going to jail now.
I'm sorry, you're not going to jail.
You're
going to prison. Let me see what it said. Yeah. Faces a maximum penalty of 30 years for bank fraud and 5 years for mail fraud.
Damn. So, I mean, 1.7. He's going to have to give that back.
It don't say nothing about restitution.
Well, shit. If he ain't got to get back, then... I mean, I would do a few years for a couple million.
$1,697,909.52.
Would you do a few years for a couple million?
No.
I might would. I don't know. Prison is a little more doable than jail. If you said jail, I'd probably be like, fuck no. But prison, they get a little more freedom.
Like in the camps, yeah. I played the Powerball last night and I lost, so.
Oh, yeah. I meant to fucking play FanDuel today.
Whatever.
Yeah, I gotta start, playing the lottery and betting on these games and stuff more, because I feel like that's gonna be my big payday.
I know someone I could get you with.
Word. Yeah, give me what down, cause I'm
gonna do it.
Trying to make this money. I be winning little shit. You know what I'm saying? Like $5 here.
Nah, he be having the parlays and shit and all that.
Yeah. I know how to set them up and stuff, but I don't be knowing what to pick.
Nah, he be in them chats like, here's what we doing.
The Discord.
Yeah.
Yeah. You gotta pay for shit like that.
Nah, he be in like the text chats. Like they a group of.
Yeah, I need to get that.
Motherfucker shared their location with me. It said Gamble God is sharing location. I said, what the fuck is this? Yeah, I be so sick of niggas. I mean people.
Yeah, niggas be coming up off the fucking specs boarding. Like, I'm not even gonna like. I be seeing niggas. I be like, damn, I wish I watched sports a little more. Like,
oh, he's like, all up and through that shit.
Them, like, and then I'll watch the game if I know I played. But like, I'm not heavy on it because I don't like to lose. So I might bet a little $5 here. $2 here, you know what I'm saying? But it's people that be betting like $15, $25, $100, you know what I'm saying? They be coming up, you know what I'm saying? Like I be like, damn, if I would have just put a little more money out there. But I be scared. I'm not even gonna hold y'all.
Listen, scared money don't make no money.
Yeah, it really don't, and I'm the proof. For real. So I need to get with some winners.
What is your lyric?
Alright, my lyric is, this is familiar, y'all gonna know this one. Alright, it say, I'm a pimp, so it ain't nothing for me to think of a lie. But I'd rather keep it real and tell it just how I feel. Look at here, if you see me with another chick, then it just is what it is.
I got nothing.
What? You don't know that? I know you know the song. All right, I'm gonna keep going. You ain't my main dang. I just beat you out the frame. Baby, I'm Hurricane. You gotta stay in your lane.
I mean, I'm gonna assume it's Hurricane Chris.
Yeah.
Is it Hey Baby?
No.
Okay, well.
It's Players Rock.
Are you sure this is a well-known song, or is this important to you?
Is Players Rock not well known?
I don't fucking think so, buddy. I hate to break this to you.
What? What? No. Wait. Cause what?
Cause I know all the words to Hey Baby.
You don't know the word?
I've never even fucking heard this song. But I have heard. Now when I holler, hey baby, I'm finna get my groove on. It's so hot up in this club that I ain't got no shoes on.
Bro, what? I don't even know Hey Baby all the way.
What? And they took the part out of the song that go, I'm finna get drunk. I do know that.
But I just know Halle Berry.
But see, these are popular songs. What you're talking about is not popular.
Players Rock was popular. It was on the 106 in Park top 10 like every week.
Never heard of it. I know the part they took out of A Baby.
We was feeling each other, chilling in the jacuzzi, just water, no bubbles. You don't remember that?
I know.
Me,
I'm finna get drunk as a skunk and put the keys in the wrong car. That's the part they took out.
Hit it until you stutter. Then she got there asking me questions like she was undercover. Like who was that little chick that I let ride up in my ride? I'm a pimp, so it ain't nothing for me to think of a lie. What?
Is this camera on me?
Bro, what?
We're not even going to get to the lesson in the clip because it's just going to be me staring.
Players Rock? See this how Players Rock. See this how Players Rock.
It's getting less familiar. The more you try to convince me, I'm like, I got nothing.
Do not tell her bye.
Isn't Hurricane Chris in jail?
I want to say it was Hurricane Chris and Lloyd.
Hurricane Chris is in jail.
Yeah, now, but
I'm finna get drunk as a skunk and put the keys in the wrong car.
I'm fucking weak, bro. There's no way you don't know Players Rock.
I don't think the song was popular.
It was. It was not Lloyd. It was Boxy.
Who the fuck is that?
Whoever the fuck that is. We don't even know who Hurricane Chris is, but we know him.
Hey, baby, let it play. That's my song. Turn it up.
You don't remember this? Yeah, your parents wouldn't let you listen to that. He was a little young when that came out.
When did that come out? Because I know Looking Boy and all that other shit.
Right, it was around that same time.
Yeah, that was not.
That came out in 2007.
That wasn't a hit.
Hey, y'all tell us if it was a hit or not.
I don't even want to get your feelings hurt like that.
What's your lyric?
Hello, wait. What we running from? Hating hoes with Twitter fingers, are you dumb or something? Black girls up one, we ain't facing none. Your opinions don't mean shit, we be flushing them.
I know who that is.
That's the You Wish remix with
Elliott.
Callie and Missy Elliott. The very song they tried to tell me was not it.
Right. They did say that.
Woo, baby.
Missy on the shit.
Virginia, stand up.
Missy on that bitch.
So, the first thing I thought I'd said was, I told y'all this song was for carefree black women. They didn't listen to me.
Who?
I told y'all this song was for carefree black women. When she said, I made of sugar spice, Kanekalon, and cinnamon, I said, this is about niggas. People.
They ain't feel that, though.
And also, when you're up, don't let the haters stop shit. Don't let them pop out. Don't pay them motherfuckers no mind.
Yeah. Continue to do you. You know you got that. You know what I'm saying?
And it was so hard because I'm watching it and I'm thinking it's about to be. I watch all the videos of them running.
Yeah.
She went to go and she was like, "Hello, wait, what we running from?"
Like, whoa,
wait a minute.
What's going on here?
Oh my God! And then so that's Floyan. Let me see. Hold on. So that's Foylan. And then Bobby's verses, she says, "I keep my bag like it's my due," and it's on and on. That their verses on the remix are hard too. And I'm happy for them. And apparently they're opening up for Janelle Monáe on tour. So good for them girls.
Yes, congrats to them.
So happy for you.
Janelle Monáe is major.
Yes. Lipstick lover, lover, lover. I never heard the whole song.
Anybody with the name Monet in their name, like, they're just ghosts.
Yeah.
Well, not anybody.
Even Daniela Monet from Victorious. I'm a fan.
But
Chicago.
most Monets are, like, really, like...
Chicago.
Speaking of Monet. No. I never watched that because I hated the way, what's her name's voice sounded.
Ariana Grande? Mm-hmm. You're missing
fucking hated it. My brother and my sister, I think they used to watch it or whatever. I would hear it, but I wouldn't. I'd be like, turn this shit off. You know, I felt like I was in like college by then. I don't know. I was old.
The sister put on like a one-woman show. You were not in college.
When Victorious came out?
You were not.
Was I in high school?
Yes.
I thought I was grown in high school.
She puts on a one-woman play and she just ends up in this fucking body cast, this full body cast. That shit is funny.
Was it funnier than when Raven was the one woman and her? And that's a Raven?
Yes, because the sister was at the art school, but she was like the least talented. So she's like, a woman like me making it in Chicago. Then, because obviously they don't show a whole woman show, they just cut back and forth. Then she's in a full body cast. And then the end is just like, I'm going to call this city Chicago. This shit is hysterical.
That's funny. That is funny, though. Chicago is a vibe. If you haven't been to Chicago, you should go.
I like Chicago.
I was gonna say something else, but I forgot. Oh, Victoria. So Victoria was that other girl, right?
Victoria was the main character.
I liked her. She played on something else too.
Zoe 101?
Okay, I was gonna say Zoe 101, but I didn't want to. I was like,
she was the replacement.
Okay.
For the girl who spoke out. Remember, she's still speaking out to this day about Dan Schneider.
So maybe I was old enough for Victorious. I don't know. I just didn't like Ariana Grande's voice on that show. But it was like, it's weird how, like, I know Zoe 101 was like, I was watching that like middle school. So, and I know Victoria's was out when I was in high school. But I know a lot of times they be playing younger actors anyway.
Yeah, it's like a 10-year spectrum.
Which is fucking weird because I really do not like when high school shows have like older actors that are literally way past the age.
Like Euphoria?
Yeah. I like Euphoria, the show, and I actually like All American too. But I hate how they use older people. Like I really do wish they used the age range that they, portray.
They probably don't want to put them in those situations.
Yeah, because of, the types of scenes that they have to shoot. But I'm like, shit, these niggas be out here fucking doing shit anyway.
Not me. I was a kid when I was a kid.
I did a little bit of stuff. I didn't get too crazy with it, but I feel like I did your typical teenage sneaky shit. But
my Demi.
So are we on?
Let me see. Focus. We are.
This is the topic of the week. I don't know the little spiel.
Let me see. Focus is our topic of the week.
Okay, so we're going to talk about education or lack thereof.
You about to play that boy, DQ the Don or whatever?
That might be his name. Mm-hmm.
Yes, because he was going to be honorable mention in the last episode, and I threw him out to make it you.
Okay, cool. I think that's his name, but
yeah, that's him.
That's him. Okay, yeah.
Can we please talk about it? Let's take a moment to discuss. Let's take a moment to debrief. Let's take a moment to unpack. So I'm not really understanding why they're not telling y'all. Like, we all know that the world is behind, like, globally, like, because of the pandemic and stuff. But I don't understand why they're not stressing to y'all how bad it is. Like, I'm not even trying to be funny, but these kids are... I'm going to just say this. I teach 7th grade. They are still performing on the 4th grade level. I don't care how you flip it, turn it, swing it, swindle it. They still performing on the 4th grade level. Ain't nobody talking about how they just keep moving, passing them on. They just keep passing them on. I can put as many zeros in this grade book as I want to. They're going to move that child to the 8th grade next year. Ain't nobody talking about that. Why they not talking about that? Why they not telling y'all that y'all... And why don't y'all know that y'all kids not performing on their grade level? Why y'all don't know this? Why y'all don't know? Talk about it. Let's unpack. Because y'all be quick to talk about, the teacher this, the teacher this, it's your job, babe. No, y'all, can we talk about it?
Okay. So I have a lot of questions because I'm not an educator and I don't have any kids. But we're gonna
I am a former educator.
Yeah. And I figured like you would be a good person to at least get some kind of insight on it. But I'm gonna play this. Somebody responded to it. I'm gonna play her response.
On the 4th grade level.
So they playing his. They're gonna
It's a
play
stitch.
Fourth graders
yeah.
are on the 1st grade level, or even kindergarten. This isn't new, folks. This isn't brand new. They're not only behind academically, they're behind developmentally and socially. And let's not blame it on COVID. Please don't do that, because they were behind in 2019, 2018, 2017, 2016. 2015, 2014, 2013, 2012, 2011. Shall I go on? And everybody knows. The parents know. The teachers have been screaming about it. Administrators and coaches know. Downtown District Central Office knows. And guess what? All these State Department of Education, they know too. So what's going on? A few things. No Child Left Behind.
I was going to say that.
Every child behind. And if you don't know what that is, Google it. I'm a teacher from that era. Late 99s, early 2000s. Good old George.
I teach 7th.
Okay. So I did Google it because I have heard No Child Left Behind. We've all heard it, you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
I never really knew what that meant, right? Yeah. So before I get into it, what is your take on what they said? Do you agree?
Absolutely. I remember distinctly before I was an educator, you know how people like to joke about Fantasia not being able to read? Mm-hmm. And I remember people were joking about Fantasia playing herself in her own movie. And so I went to go look up, like, I knew she couldn't read for a period of time. But I didn't know that Fantasia left school at 17. And so I remember asking, well, if she couldn't fucking read, how did she end up on grade level until 17? And I mean, some of the dumbest niggas I know never stayed back. So, I mean, except for Gucci from our school. So, I mean,
when you say stay back, you mean like after school? Or you mean
no, like
back?
A grade.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, we all hear the niggas that's like, I got kept back in kindergarten. You really had to be fucking up.
Right. That's where my questions come in at, because I'm like, I do remember coming across some people who were held back, and maybe their parents had the final say so. Like, yeah. I think maybe your parents have to like agree to hold you back.
Yeah, in kindergarten for sure.
But
you can still send them.
But maybe it's not mandatory. Like, you can actually pass them if you want to, like, or if the parents say
yeah, like them. Let's see if they'll figure it out or catch up. And also, like, preschool's not mandatory.
That's true, because a lot of kindergartens come in not having no preschool, and they have to kind of either be behind or try to, like, at least, try to be on par to what they're being taught at that time.
Yeah.
I guess my questions come in is like, who are these? And I don't want to be that person and be like, oh, I didn't see it happening, so it's not happening. Like, obviously it was happening. It's happening. It's been happening. Mm-hmm. But I didn't really feel like the No Child Left Behind really, I guess I really didn't see its effects until now.
Yeah.
Especially like on social media when you are arguing with stupid motherfuckers.
Yeah.
And then you realize, oh, you didn't really pay attention in your English class or in your reading and comprehension skills class, because if you did, you will understand context in this situation. But a lot of people don't.
Yeah, and it comes in instances where, let's say you're arguing with someone, and instead of OUR, they put ARE, because that's not like an abbreviation. That's you're not all the way there with the difference between these words.
Yeah. You know the word and you know how it sounds, but you don't know the difference. So yeah, so like I was saying, I didn't have a lot of information on what No Child Left Behind was, so I did look it up. So it was an act, I guess, implemented by George Bush, or I don't know if he signed it.
W, right?
Yeah, George W. Bush, the more recent Bush president. And so basically it focused on standardized testing for schools that received Title I dollars, like from the federal government. And they were judged on something called the adequate yearly progress. And basically the goal is to get every child to grade level in reading and math by 2014. That was the deadline. And basically it held all children in all schools to the same timeline. So it didn't take into consideration of the area of the school, all of the different factors that goes into education, or, your child learning, being able to like get a adequate education. It didn't really look into those specifics. It just said you need to have your students passing at their grade level by 2014. So there was like studies done or whatever. So after 2 years of failing to make progress, a school had to offer students the right to transfer to a better school, which really doesn't address the issue of why the school is inadequate in the first place.
Right.
And so, as you could imagine, the issues would persist, right? So after 5 years, a school that has been ranked in need of improvement, they had to write a plan to restructure, including firing teachers, reopening as a charter school, or handing over control to the state. And in year 6, because they were given 6 years to do this, in year 6 they had to actually go through with the implementation of that plan. So as you can imagine, a lot of people got fired, a lot of principals got fired, a lot of schools were turned into charter schools, which that's a whole another
ball game.
Yeah, that's a whole nother thing. And control being handed over to state, which we already know the state wasn't doing shit to begin with, which is how we ended up here. So that says a lot. So I learned that No Child Left Behind should have, I feel like it meant well, or it was well meaning, but
when you put people's jobs at stake, they're going to do what's necessary to keep their job.
They don't give a fuck about
right.
At that point it becomes less about the actual education and more about, let's just do what we got to do to get this, to make sure we keep our funding, or to make sure we don't get any sanctions or whatever they call them.
And also the missing part that he talked about was the parents too. Like, your kid is not on grade level and you don't care. Like, for me, my parents always gave a fuck, but I was always above grade level, and I didn't realize that was important because I had become so accustomed to hearing it. So like in middle school, they're like, you have a college level vocabulary. That didn't mean shit to me because I had been hearing it, but they never put it in the context of like, but your classmates
are doing fucking horrible. Right. And I mean, I guess a part of me could appreciate the fact that they didn't, because it's like, okay, you don't want to look down. You don't want to have these kids looking down on each other. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But at the same time, it was like, you really don't understand what's going on. Because I too was, I mean, I wasn't like super gifted, but I did have like I did have gifted classes, and I did have certain opportunities. Like I told you, I went to that house. When I was in middle school, I was able to take a class in high school.
Yeah.
Like everybody don't get those opportunities, and even then I realized that, but you don't really realize that it's such a wide gap.
Right. Your assumption is that everybody's on grade level and you're just slightly above. as
Yeah,
opposed
you're
to,
just doing extra shit.
Everybody's not on grade level. Like in 7th grade, they had me take the SATs. So like,
Same.
do I know what I got? No.
And I had no clue. Like I'm like I didn't understand it. But also I too was taking SATs in 7th grade in middle school, and I'm just like, bro, I don't give a fuck about none of this.
Yeah,
shit.
they brought my ass to Brockton High, made me sit there with the calculator, and my mom was like, I'm not going to tell you what you got because I don't want you to be full of yourself. And then years later, fucking forgot. So I never know what I got until this day. But it reminded me of this tweet, so I just pulled it up, and it said, my parents made it so clear that being stupid was not okay. Always think, always carry sense. I feel like they were right, but so many of y'all are very, very, very stupid. They didn't warn me about y'all, and I feel ill-prepared to deal with how genuinely unintelligent you are.
Yes.
That
says a lot. Like,
but somebody immediately commented and said it's not so much about being traditionally intelligent, it's about being wise. No,
it's about
it's about being traditionally intelligent, and you trying to like zhuzh it up. And obviously, like when we're talking about secondary education, when we're talking about like college, I don't expect everyone to have a college degree, but the fact that we all went to high school and we didn't get what we were supposed to do out of this, I don't think it's just the school that failed you. I think your parents failed you.
Yeah.
And it's not about your parents' level of education, because what we find is that most people whose parents have lower levels of education find education that much more important for their kids.
Yeah, because they don't want their kids to be like them.
So y'all just had parents that didn't want to go up to the school or didn't want to go to parent-teacher council, right? And didn't want to get the outside resources. And it, God help them, because it didn't feel like being worth the outside resources, because everybody's kid was being failed. Some people's parents just chose not to accept it.
And it's really sad, because like when I think about my brother, like when I think about me, my brother, and my sister, right? Mm-hmm. We all grew up in the same house.
Yeah.
It's me, my sister. We were the gifted ones, right? Or we were the ones who did good in school or did well in school. Mm-hmm. And my brother, he didn't do as well. He had ADHD, and he also had like an IEP. Like he didn't do as well. But my parents still, did what they could do as far as like making sure that he had the education, like that he, they made sure he went to school every day, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. They made sure they helped him with his homework. Like my parents was not the type to like not check their kids' homework.
Right, like let's even get into the IEP, because a lot of you motherfuckers are in denial. Yeah. And you're not getting your kids the help that they need.
Because you feel maybe ashamed. But I don't feel like there's no shame in that. Like,
no, it's not.
You should be invested in your kids' education. Even if they are not at the level that they should be, you should be helping them, or at least trying to help them get to where they are, instead of like blaming the teacher for doing the fucking impossible.
Or the teacher says something to you, you got an issue.
Right. Like if your kid comes in and there are 3 grade levels behind, that teacher cannot perform a miracle, bro. Like
right.
They might can do a little something, but
and they can't go back and catch your kid up.
Right. It's gonna take a team like effort. Like you have to be putting in that overtime at home. And yes, I know it's like nobody wants to do the fucking homework at home, but like it, like you have to put your child's livelihood above like the current situation, because if you don't help them now, y'all just gonna continue to keep struggling like down the line. And I mean, even like when I got to college, I realized I'm not as smart as I thought I like not that I'm not smart, but like you just realize like, whoa. Like even like, and I'm thinking I'm so smart, but not like the smartest, because I wasn't like valedictorian or nothing in high school. But like I knew I was educated, I knew I was intelligent. But when I got to college, I was like fucking blown away, bro. Because I'm like, yo, this shit is no joke. So just imagine being somebody who was passed along, and then you realize, like, you finally get to go to college, and it's like,
I don't know what the fuck is going on.
yeah.
And now you on academic probation and you're getting put out.
Yes. So you being set up for failure, like
They pass you along until you can't get passed along anymore. They're not gonna give you a degree if you don't have like
yeah.
the knowledge.
And college is definitely a different ball game. Like they don't have to fucking pass you, bro. They're gonna take your money and they're gonna give you the F and tell you to either you want to try again next year or you can find something else to do.
Even now thinking about it, it just gets on my nerves because I just remember I used to do my homework and my mom would be like, "Let me see it," and she would take my pencil and she would put like these teeny tiny X's next to the ones I got wrong, and I'd be like, "That's not your fucking job.
Yeah.
You're not the teacher. I'm supposed to turn this in, and then the teacher tell me if it's right, and then I go back to the drawing board.
Right.
Who are you?"
But just like having that guardian that'll just put in that extra little time, that 10 minutes it takes to check fucking homework. Your kid is in the 4th grade. It's not that bad at this point. Now, when they get to fucking middle school and you don't understand the math, I will definitely understand it. But you should at least be trying to get your kid help. If you don't understand the shit, hey, look, get a tutor. And I know people probably think like, oh, tutoring is so expensive. You can find somebody in your hood that's smart, and they'll do that shit for, you know what I'm saying, an affordable, you know what I'm saying, reasonable price. Like, there's no excuse, bro. Like, technology is only getting better, smarter, so we have to keep up with that shit.
Yep.
Like, we cannot be replaced by, like, AI, bro. So y'all have to, like, invest in the kids' futures, bro, because, like, this shit is no joke. Like, this shit is not a fucking game.
It's not. That's terrifying for y'all.
Like, no, for real. Like, it's like, it made me glad. Like, damn, I'm so glad I don't have no kids, because this is real shit. Like, this is real shit. Like the education is just not giving. And then even now, like, aside from basic math and reading, these niggas can't even learn their true history.
Yeah.
So they're just gonna be fucking lost in the world.
And being intelligent also doesn't mean that you never struggle. Like, I remember, everybody remembers when school kicked their ass. I remember fractions was kicking my ass. But I also know that if you ask my mom, she would say fractions was kicking her ass. She was aware.
Yeah, you're not gonna be good at everything. Like your kid, because a lot of our peers have kids now. Like, your kid is not gonna know everything. They're not gonna be able to grasp everything. But you know, as long as I feel like you can get the basics. Sorry.
Yeah.
Then
I feel like something to work with.
Yeah, like you can get the basic math, the basic algebra. You know what I'm saying? You don't fucking geometry was my thing. I could not geometry and calculus. And for me, I feel like that was just extra shit. Like, I didn't really need to know this shit. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like I kind of struggled for no reason in that area. But at the same time, it built character and it built like determination to like not give up. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you know I'm not good at this shit, but I'm good enough to like to give my all and like do the best I can do and get to where I need to go, because that's all this was what really matters. Like you don't have to be the smartest person. Your kid doesn't have to be the smartest, but they should be able to like grasp basic fucking things. They shouldn't, if they can fucking recite a whole fucking who's a hot rapper right now? I don't know. Fucking Lotto. Fucking Sexy Red. They
I like know that homework. Like, you know them.
Yeah, know that you. Yo, I swear to God, that was something my parents used to say to my brother. Like, you know them fucking rap lyrics. But and it's like
school's going down the drain too, though, because of the funding. I remember I told my boyfriend, I said, it's Pi Day, and he's like, what?
3/14.
Yeah, I'm like, it's March 14th. He's like, what? I'm like, it's Pi Day. And he's like, why do you know that? I'm like, because we had it at school. Like, let me tell you something. The Edgar V. Davis Elementary School in Brockton, Massachusetts, Pi Day wasn't nothing to play with. They sent the shirts home. We all had to wear pie shirts. We got to eat pie. There was a competition to see who could recite the most digits of pi. And then everybody in the whole school, we all got to go stand in a parking lot. And the principal would get on the roof, and we would all stand in the shape of a pie.
Oh, I thought y'all was gonna like throw pie in the face or something.
No, we were all in the shape of like the symbol pi.
That's dope.
And they would take a picture of us. And it was like the coolest thing. And it's like school doesn't have room to be fun because they're trying to catch your fucking kids up. And they're underfunded. And the teacher's buying this shit out of their own pocket.
It's so bad, and it's like I hate it because I do realize like, damn, I really went to a good school when I was younger, because the things I experienced, typical schools like public schools like don't get that, I guess. I mean, I wouldn't really know, because I used to think like, damn, I want to go to. I used to want to go to the hood schools, y'all, because like I wanted to be with the people that I was like in my neighborhood, but I went off to fucking Ghent, you know what I'm saying, and in the fucking white neighborhoods or whatever, like, and I mean, even we did have a lot of black kids there, but like, just back then, I didn't really understand why my mom wanted me to go there so bad. I'm just like, girl, it's a fucking school right up the street, like.
But not all schools are built equal.
But now I get it, because like the school I went to, I'm just so glad I'm not a dumb bitch.
And people just think that these teachers is caregivers and they trying to teach. I remember like people used to make fun of the ed majors at my school and all this and all that. Like, oh, they up all night cutting stuff. You know, they have to learn the subject matter and know it well enough to teach your kids, right? It's not just cutting stuff out. Even though when I got my first classroom, you helped me. When we did we're going to have a fantastic year. And it was all the mini flans with everybody's name on it. But that was like a smaller part.
It's so much
of
that
a
goes
larger
into like
thing.
being a teacher, and they don't really get a lot. Like you said, they have to spend their own money. I do like the fact that like teachers have the ability to like make like wish lists now. Like, so like if people want to, support, they can just, buy shit off their wish list. Like, just anything you could do to help teachers, I feel like.
And people still be being assholes. They ask you to just bring the pencils so that the whole class can have pencils or whatever. Don't write your kid's name on it. You on TikTok being an asshole.
Yeah.
Writing your kid's name on the stuff. Like,
like,
come on.
Why are you being so fucking stingy?
It's hard to fuck enough.
Like, school is.
Or like this, like coddling people, like, it's not about traditional intelligence, it's about being wise. No.
Because I know some dumb people who are wise as fuck.
Yeah.
Like, well, I ain't gonna say dumb, because you can't be dumb and wise. But I do know some people who are not as educated, and they are wise as fuck. You can have a whole conversation with them, and they would drop some gems on you. And you might have a whole motherfucking PhD. But, you know what I'm saying? You can sit with wise people. They'll give you some shit that you can't get out of a textbook. But just, it's a difference between being wise and being intelligent. Like,
and both of those things are important. People try to teach you that being intelligent is not important. Like, we're not gonna knock you if you're not. There's a lot of shit at play. No Child Left Behind, probably the property taxes in your neighborhood that underfunded the schools. However, that doesn't mean that it's not important.
Yeah, I just think, like, I don't know what's really going on with this fucking education shit, but it does. It is scary, bro. It's scary because this shit is not getting better. It's getting worse. And I just, I feel for all my teacher peers out there, for real, because...
Thank God I ain't one no more.
Yeah. Thank God you got out. But, I do have a couple, friends who are... I have one friend, she teaches in Richmond, or Henrico. Mm-hmm. And she teaches high school math. So you already know that shit ain't no walking apart. So I just, I feel for the teachers. I feel for the students. Like, I just wish there was some kind of way, like, there was a middle ground, a common ground to, like, because I really don't think standardized testing is the answer. Me personally, like, I'm not a horrible test taker, but I'm not a great test taker either. So I was the type of student to like memorize shit, and maybe like I'll come across like a math problem and I remember how to work that math problem, and when I see a similar one, like I will work it the same way. You know what I'm saying? But I was not like I just did what I could do to pass the fucking test. You know what I'm saying? And that's not education. That is just memorization. And so I think that's
Lil Wayne says school can't be that hard. They telling you exactly what they want you to know.
and that's kind of where it gets hard when you go to college because it's like
They want to know what you think and how you put information together.
Yep. It's completely different. They setting you up, bro. Bro, that shit crazy, bro, when you think about it.
It's all a lie in this scheme.
I took Coke to Norfolk State, and you know my struggle with Coke. But I took that shit like 4 or 5 times, and I kept failing it. And I went to TCC, and I took it in the summertime, and I passed it. And so to me, that told me there's a problem with the curriculum.
Yeah.
There's a problem with this shit, how this shit is being taught.
Yeah.
And that was the first time where I had like a light bulb went off in my head, like, oh, it's not me, it's the material. Mm-hmm. And sometimes that really is the case. It's not your kid. It just may be that they're not able to learn in the way that they're being taught. Or
just examine all the angles and don't accept mediocrity from your child because they're a child.
Yeah. And if you do notice like, oh, my child learns a certain way, then okay, work with them at home.
Yeah. Children understand what's expected of them. And
man, I don't know. I'm just
stressed
more
out.
Power. No, for real, more power to y'all, man. Like I just to the kids and to the parents.
Well, I have advice from Umar. Which is where we take a no context Dr. Umar clip and turn it into valuable life advice. That was me pressing fucking spit out my mouth. Let's see.
Hey, Sister Chantel want a $10 refund? You're not going to get it, Sister Chantel. Because you give white folks more money than you ever gave black boys. I'm not processing no $10 refund. Get your ass up out of here. Sister Tammy Gilmore, you want a $2 refund? I'll be damned if I give you 8 quarters back. You don't even want to give 8 quarters to black boys? Damn that, sister. You're not getting no refund.
Damn.
Somebody else wanted $1 back, brothers and sisters. These are the games they play. Somebody wanted $1 back. These are the games that they play. Trying to get $1 back. It's just called being ignorant. But we not worrying about that. We not worrying about that. We going to keep on doing what we got to do.
You know, requesting a $2 refund is crazy, though.
You have to be firm in what you believe in, even if it upsets other people.
Hey, yo.
Even if other people try to disinvest themselves, if they try to cause you strife, if they try to get you to doubt what you're doing, even if it's a fake school. Don't let people lead you off the path that is built for you. And ask yourself, are these people making these assessments because of my socioeconomic status? Would Tammy want $10 back from the white people? We don't know. But you know what you believe in.
Oh, fucking.
And you got to be strong enough to tell Tammy, you're not getting that back.
No. That shit in
You
my
invested
pocket
in
now.
me, and I still believe in me. So I'm going this way. Thanks for the donation.
Get it back in blood.
Right. $10 back.
I love it.
So, this has been another episode of Let Me Stay Focused podcast. There'll be a hitting ass bitch during the break. Am I missing anything?
Nope.
I feel like I am. But I guess we'll never know. Bye.
Peace.